Yeah, these niggas done woke up my eyes, you hear me? Now we breaking shit. Yeah, everything looking like a nightmare, and you look, you niggas keep on sleep. We waking you niggas up. Early in the morning, grinding hard, put the nigga RDIHP shit. Yeah.
Grass cut low, snake mane, they always lurking. Mac 90, and a clip for circus monkeys. I be really grinding, my gears of war working. Niggas hate so long, they forgot they fucking purpose. Then they lie so hard they can't stand on.
It's the I never played sports, but I'm a consumer, so here's my opinion show. With your host, Roizzy and RON.
Dropping bombs like Nagasaki did. Gangsters moving silence, my niggas on some Uchiha shit. School of hard knock, my nigga, I got a scholarship. My GPA is GTA 38 specialist.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the I Never Played Sports, but I'm a consumer, so here's my opinion show. I'm your host, Roizzy. I'm here with my boy, R.O.N.
What's happening, brother?
All right, so here he is for another, here we are for another episode. We got a lot of things to talk about this week. Unfortunately, March Madness is not going to be one of them things because I ain't paid attention to not a nan game. I'm going to be honest with you. I have not watched one single game. I've seen highlights, but I have not watched any of it, and I don't feel like I'm missing out on nothing, to be honest. So, March Madness will not be a topic of conversation. But what we do have on the docket today, I don't know what you want to start off with. We can definitely start with, I know that you got hot about James Harrison. So we're going to start off with James Harrison and the lowly Pittsburgh Steelers.
Lowly indeed. Yeah, man, seen that on the socials, circling around yesterday, out there begging for Burrow,
Oh, the begging for Burrow is what they call it, right? It was like, at first it was tanking for Tua, and now they're begging for Burrow.
Now, we realistically know that that's never going to happen, for one. But it's just the thought of being a longtime Bengals fan and being the Steelers being a rival is just funny to see how the tables done turned. It used to be they would never think that they even stoop to such a level. So it is very fun to see that they really say hashtag free Joe Burrow and all these other things that they do out there. I just think it's actually hilarious.
First of all, I can't put it any other way but fuck James Harrison. I just really don't. It just a Steeler. Like, I see Steeler when I look at James Harrison, even though he spent 1 year as a Bengal. But I don't know. That's a blemish on us and him to me.
Hard knock legend right there.
Yeah, I remember that year vividly, but I just feel like that wasn't a good year for anybody. He played all right, but James Harrison is a Steeler. Like, and then Howie Porter. And then Ho Hayden, who he does the show. I can't stand none of them guys. Joe Hayden did play for the Steelers for a bit, didn't
he? Yeah.
Browns
after the Browns, he went to the Steelers. He played there for a while.
Joe Hayden, man. But anyway,
absolutely, me too.
So yeah, they begging for Burrow, of course. They have no quarterback. Yeah,
they got Will Howard. They'll be all right.
Well, Will Howard. Wow. Who they coach now again? Oh,
Mike McCarthy.
So
they waiting on A-Rod. They waiting on A-Rod to pull a Brett Favre and show up at training camp.
Oh, man.
He know the offense already if he is gonna come back. So he really ain't got to come back until he can hang on to his decision forever. He was with McCarthy for a long time in Green Bay, so
I don't really see Aaron Rodgers coming back again. I'm gonna be honest with you, because
I don't think
Being
so either.
in my 40s myself, I can't. And you done already popped that ACL just watching that motherfucker go clink. Like you felt that. So yeah, I wouldn't see. It ain't like he gonna buy. You ain't about to win the Super Bowl, so what the fuck you coming back for? Like to tarnish your legacy some more? Come on now.
Towards Achilles. I don't know if he towards ACL, but he got
ACL,
hurt.
Achilles, whatever it was that shit. You seen it go pop.
Yeah.
You actually seen it
That's
pop.
not
Like
funny,
yeah,
but
man.
still.
You know,
Hey.
man.
Hey, it be like that, man. So he might, for the love of the game, man. We talk about that all the time, especially our age, our generation, man. We play for the love of the game.
You can love the game, nigga, from afar. But anyway, I love
Hey,
the
that's the
game.
case. LeBron would stop, but he ain't gonna stop love of the game.
LeBron ain't doing it for the love of the game. LeBron doing it to encourage everybody that don't believe he the GOAT that he the GOAT. And that's just all there is to it. And like, all right, let me say, if I win another championship, and what is he, 40, 41 now?
Yeah,
he-
41.
Not only am I 41, he's still breaking records. And you know what I mean, he just broke a record the other day for the most games played. You know what I mean? Yeah, all Brian gotta do is win one more championship at this age, and be a actual contributor to the championship being won. Not just like a nigga on the bench. Yay, I finally got my chip. Nah, if he actually contribute and be a, you know what I mean, then yeah. Who can deny it? Even Stephen A starting to come around. You know what I mean?
If they get to the finals, they probably can win whoever they play against in the East for real.
As long as it ain't the Cavs, I ain't tripping. But
Man.
wouldn't that be something though if Bron had to go to the Cavs in his final? Which would it be his final? Fucking
The storylines galore, but they
yeah.
ain't gonna get. But
That'll
neither
be
one
his
gonna get there.
finals appearance if it happens.
Yeah, but neither one gonna get there, so we ain't worry about it. But if they did,
All right.
it'd be something.
All right, now to the greatest team in the NFL, of course, the Cincinnati Bengals. Well, that's a lie. I can't even just say that and be like, serious about it. No, we're not the best team in the NFL, but my favorite team in the NFL, the Cincinnati Bengals. There was a discussion going on amongst a group of friends, Aaron in particular. Hey, Aaron, I hope you're listening. About who is a better receiver, DK Metcalf or T. Higgins?
T. Higgins.
Yeah, I mean, he who hath eyes knows this to be true, but why?
I could break it down so many different ways.
Is it because DK was?
DK fast, like he faster,
Of course,
but
he only.
but
He ain't a route runner, though. You know what I mean?
T got the routes, he got the hands, he got the strong hands, he got the catch radius.
Yes.
Like you done seen T over the years being a Bengals fan make some of the craziest catches. Like I ain't never seen DK make none of them kind of catches that T done made. The Vikings game, I think like 2023, when he catches it at the pylon, falling backwards. He catches at the one, also somebody at the one, gets his feet down on the sideline, falls backwards, sticks his arm out to hit the pylon to get the touchdown. I ain't never seen him do nothing like that, man. Like the catches that T. Higgins made, like when he a top 10 receiver to me, as far as like just everybody, he top 10 to me. Like if you want to put him at 10, that's cool, but he a top 10 receiver to me because even if Jamar isn't there, there's been games where he ain't been there, T still go crazy.
Absolutely.
Like he was going. It's been fun watching him play from his rookie year. Because I mean, when Joe got hurt, his rookie year, and he had Brandon Allen out there, it was just him and AJ Green, Tyler Boyd, and he was just out there making plays. And I remember just thinking to myself back then, like, man, I'm so glad we got T. Higgins. But then when we got Jamar Chase, it was just like, wow, like we got, like.
Yeah, T was the man before we even got Jamar. So
He was on his way to being the man. If we had never gotten Jamar, T would still be the guy. He'd still be here.
Yeah,
he would just got Jamar's deal at some point, but he still was that good to be a number one anyway.
He would still be that. Yeah.
Yeah. So like Jamar was just iced on the cake,
And
we
would still have a solid number two, I believe, having Joe Burrow at the quarterback, and then you know what I'm saying he would demand us have a solid number 2. We probably would have had Justin Jefferson by now if we never had Jamar Chase.
Man, if we had ever thought about trading up in that draft, we could have got him off top, but then we wouldn't have T. Didn't work out that way. You know what I mean? It worked out for us though because we already have Justin Jefferson. Probably don't end up getting Jamar the next year, so it all worked itself out. You know, so but with that being versus DK, nah, man. I think DK like top 12. I think T top 10. Become the wide
How old
receivers in
is
the
DK?
league. I don't even know, like 29,
And
28.
who he played for before the Steelers? On the Seahawks?
The Seahawks,
All
yes,
right,
sir.
that's why Aaron likes him
Drafted
so
by
much.
the Seahawks, I think second round.
He's out there in Seattle, so he sees him, or he saw him a whole lot more than.
Maybe he was out there during the playoffs. I think after they lost,
Nah.
just to see. I mean,
I think I'm a poll that on the video. If I can do that, I'm gonna put a poll up to see.
People think it's better.
Yeah, who y'all think is better, or y'all can comment in the comments down below. Who is the better receiver overall, DK Metcalf or T Higgins? And we're gonna leave AFC North bias out of it because so.
Even if we were ranking AFC North wide receivers, it would be Jamar 1, T2, DK 3. You know what I'm saying? Like if we talking about all 14 in the division, then Zay is 4.
I'm about to say what about Zay Flowers though. You know what I mean? But I would put him above.
I like Zay more. So like I like Zay. What he do? What he bring to the table? Like I want
Right, so let's say
the Bengals
let's
to take
say
Zay
George
at some
Pickens
point.
was still in the division. Would he be 3?
Hell yeah. I'm so glad he gone.
I never liked George Pickens. I mean, I liked him.
Like I could emphatically say hell yeah that he would be number 3 because he was just man. He's good.
I always knew he would be like a Steelers receiver. Like I just didn't want him to be like who was that? Hines Wardish. Like
He was basically that's what he was shaping up to be.
yeah.
He was going to be Hines Ward 2.0. He was a menace out there.
Now-
Man, like I said, when he got traded, I was just like, oh, thank goodness. I'm glad he gone.
Yeah. Now what about Joe Flacco signing back with the team?
Good to see it, man. Good to see it. That's a great move. He didn't seem he really wants to start somewhere. I know he had his press conference today and he was talking about that, saying like he really wants to start, saying teams are stupid for not taking him, and I agree. I mean, hell. Like I could name like 4 or 5 teams that could use Flacco right now.
I was thinking the same thing. I was thinking
Like even the Raiders could take Flacco if they didn't want to start Fernando.
I feel like he could be a good like mentor or like like a good vet for a team that needs like they got a young quarterback that needs what I mean some. But I'm glad he's back with us.
He want to
I
play.
Feel like exactly. Like the thing that makes me salty about it because like if we see Joe Flacco, then that can mean one or two things.
Joe is hurt.
Or we have
clean up.
Yeah, or we having such a great game that you playing the cleanup. So either way, it's a lose for him. You know what I'm saying? Unless we win a Super Bowl.
And so and that's probably what he banking on. He probably thinking like, man, I like it. I think he said he liked being here last year. He got to play all that football last year. He played 8 games. Joe was out for 8 games.
You think this is last
He
season?
wasn't the reason that the record was bad. It wasn't him. He was balling. He did enough to win. Defense was just so bad.
You think it's his last season?
I don't think so. Some people do this for the love of the game, man. They don't want to stop.
Well, Joe Flacco being back this season has solidified that I will be buying a Joe Flacco Bengals jersey. I was contemplating doing it. Last year we went to the Jets game with Paul and them.
Yes,
You
we
know what I'm
did.
saying? And if he would have won that game, I would have bought a jersey. That was the plan. But we lost, and I was upset. So
Lucky
we lost
Paul,
to the
man.
Jets. Lord,
Paul did
Jesus.
come through the Jets fans, see the win on the rival turf.
Yeah, so
That's a great
it
weekend.
was a great weekend. It was a great game. It was a great time. It was wonderful. It was fun. But Yeah, that messed it up for me. But now Joe being back one more year, I will buy a Joe Flacco Bengals jersey. I think it looks awesome. Anyway, so,
There was a lot of them out there last year.
I know it's a lot of them in the stands. Like, yeah, it's a lot of.
Yeah,
The first couple of weeks, a lot of people bought some. I was like, damn, that's a lot of Flacco jerseys out here.
crazy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Used to go to war with Flacco for so many years, being a Ravens quarterback. Used to go to war with Flacco. We always used to beat the Ravens back then, though. Like the Ravens wasn't a thorn in our side like the Steelers were back then. Like in the Andy Dalton years, like and the Carson years both. Like we used to, Baltimore was never really a big problem for us. Not until they got Lamar. When they got Lamar, then they became a problem.
Man, I can't wait for the draft.
Yeah, we
You
came
got
for
me
that
thinking
episode.
about that shit. Like, bro, I can't wait. Like, I like that's when you know, like, it's like, all right, now the season is upon us. Like, now we can start. It's like being in the game and shit. Like, it's like, all right, now we getting week 0 time.
This is a month out, and all we gotta do is sit and wait and watch all the smoke and mirrors from all the teams and all the perping and all that, and then we finally get the draft night. So we got a month away. So like I said, it's perfect timing because we got enough time. We got NBA. We got, you know what I'm saying, we got opening days tomorrow. So as a Reds fan, it's wonderful.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So speaking of opening day and the Reds fan, how about the legend and the great Joey Votto, man, buying that clock, man? Like, what other Cincinnati? Like, it made me think this, and it made me think. And I know this is up for debate. And this is actually debatable. Is Joey Votto the greatest Red of all time? Now we ain't talking about statistics. We talking about as far as being a advocate for not only the team, but like like Joey Votto is a fucking Canadian, man. But he's a Cincinnatian, man.
You got Queen City's had it on his chest, man.
I mean, what the fuck is that? Like, man, listen, man. It's Joey Votto. And rest in peace to Pete Rose, man. You know what I mean? The Cincinnati kid. But is Joey Votto, and I'm not saying that because he bought the clock, but because he bought the clock, it made me think about what other Cincinnati sports hero, icon, superstar has done anything like that for the city, period.
I thought about that too. I was having a conversation earlier where we were thinking about that, and the only thing I could think of that comes close to that is Zach Taylor giving away game balls at all the bars after the playoff
Ain't that a
wins.
fucked up? Isn't that fucked up? This is why Zach Taylor was tolerated for so long. People don't understand, because Zach Taylor came to regular places. I remember he went to the hood. He came up to Mount Healthy. You remember? He came to Mount Healthy and was like, yo, like, nigga, what the fuck? Like, Zach Taylor got a lot of love for that. Like, you know what I'm saying? So that's cool. But Joey Votto ain't playing no more. He ain't played in years.
But that's what I'm saying. That's the only thing I can think of that where like somebody was actually giving love to the fans back.
I mean, what, fucking Deion Sanders open PT. Like, what else could it be? Like,
I said I'm gonna keep on thinking about that, but that's the only thing that immediately came to mind for me because like that's what I said when I seen the clock. I was just like, it's a beautiful clock, right?
yeah, like Joey Votto. That's
He
the word
put
I was
thought
looking for in
into
my
it.
mind when I was talking about all things. He's an ambassador. He's an
Yes.
ambassador.
He's
for
the best
city.
Reds ambassador. So like, he basically, if we want to put it in football terms, Joey Votto low-key like Chad.
Yeah, so I would look at Chad as yes. So if there could be one player that would be a representative for the team as an all-time player, like all right, yeah, Chad.
The best
would be
ambassador for the team,
Yeah,
it would be Joey
Bengals.
Votto.
Yeah, because Chad is.
Because there's different favorite Reds for different reasons. There's people, and there's different generations of Reds fans.
Is Chad the first Bengal that like held the Bengals up after he left the Bengals? Because Chad played for 2 other teams. Well, did he?
One,
He
Miami.
didn't play for Dolphins.
No, he didn't play for the Pats. He played for the Pats.
Yeah, he didn't play for the Dolphins.
He got cut in camp.
He got signed by the Dolphins. He
got
didn't play
got
for
cut
the
on Hard
Dolphins.
Knocks.
Yeah, so he went to 2 other teams, but he still held the Bengals up. Like, you know what I mean?
That's his team.
That's his team. So what other Bengal has done that before Chad? Like after Chad, we got
All the old
Pac-Man,
the 88 guys. So like Lapham, because he never left.
Lap never left.
And Jim Breach is still
Anthony
here.
Munoz,
Anthony
yeah.
Munoz, like, it's so many players that stay.
But they wasn't superstars. Like, Anthony Munoz was the only superstar.
They all superstars in their own way, but Anthony Munoz he was the
Dave
only Hall of
Lapham
Famer
is
for a
more
long time.
known for-
Up until last year,
and
he was
I
the
love
only.
Lap. I love Lap. But Lap is more known for his radio personality than he like. They was like, oh, and you play? This how it is with Dave Lap.
But he didn't play in our generation either.
Of course not. So
Because that we was.
I was a baby.
He was gone by the time we were like young.
Yeah. By the time we were conscious, he was gone. He was long.
Yeah,
gone.
he played on the '81 team, so
Exactly.
like I wasn't born yet. So,
Yeah, that was yeah.
but as far as ambassador goes for a game, that is Joey Votto for sure. Like Pete's a favorite. I think for a lot of people it's because he's from here. You know what I'm saying? Like Pete's from here, but so is Griffey, so is Larkin. Like
Griffey's tenure as a Red was one of the worst by somebody that supposed to do something.
You would think that he should be the ambassador for the Reds for our generation, but it really is Joey
King
Votto.
Griffey being here was like, and I can't even compare it to T.O. being here because T.O. actually did something.
He only was here for 1 year too, but Griffey got hurt a lot when he was here, so
That's very true.
so
It's like he came here to
it
play out
happened
his
like
hurt
that.
years, though. And then he went back to Seattle and balled out for a little bit still.
Oh, that's my guy, man. I'm gonna watch his documentary on being a photographer too.
Yeah,
I saw the trailer for that, so I'm definitely gonna check it out.
Shout out to Joey Votto, man. You got my vote, man. You at least, you know, here's, and this is just from awesome memories. So what would you say are your top 5 Reds ambassadors? We got Joey Votto number 1, then we got Pete Rose number 2. There's nobody that can be after. That's 1 and 2.
Larkin is 2.
Barry Larkin as number 2
Yes,
because he's still living.
because of everything. It's Barry Larkin.
All right. So we got Barry Larkin, Joey Votto,
Then Pete
Pete
Rose.
Rose. Who are the other 2?
It depends on what you think about. Because some people would say Sean Casey because he the mayor. They call him the mayor for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
We ain't even went old school. We didn't even talk about Johnny Bench.
Ooh,
or
JB.
Dave Concepcion. Like it's different people.
What about
Rob Dibble? It's
Joe Nuxhall though?
That's what I'm saying. Like it's the Reds, baby. Like we a historic franchise, so it's like
True.
having that conversation about who's ambassadors and who isn't.
Man. Damn, man.
But like, yeah, what I'm saying is like once you start dipping into the players, it's gonna be a bunch of players over different years. You know what I'm saying? Over different eras.
That makes me think about Joey Votto different now when I think about Joe Nuxhall.
And I'd still say Joe, because then you think about Joe.
I think about all the shit. Yeah, I think about. Yeah. Wow.
But I'm still gonna say Joey Votto.
I still say Joey Votto. Joey Votto's still number 1, but
because to me, it's because that's our generation. That's who we grew up. He's the best Red we done seen growing up. Besides, like, we got Pete at the end, like, and then you got Eric Davis. I'm saying we got Larkin. We got all the good Larkin years. Like, it's too many players to name. But I know as far as ambassador goes, I'm still gonna say Joey Votto number 1.
all right. Now the UC Bearcats. We fired this dude after we didn't even make the NIT, did we?
I don't think so. Wes Miller.
Yeah, so dude got fired. Then we got the new hire, who is. If you said it was I don't even know who the new hire is. So you gotta let me know.
Oh man, I forgot his name.
He was you said Hugs was there, man. He was the player coach. Let me look this shit up, man, because man, we should know this. We live here.
Calhoun.
All right, Calhoun. All right. What'd you think about this guy? What you was saying?
Real deal, man. This is the hire, man. It's the hire that you want. Your Hugs guy. It's like we get into the history of the city and these historic, you know what I'm saying, these franchises. It all goes with tradition. He a traditional Hugs guy, so it's gonna make a lot of sense. He a winner, and he gonna get UC to where it needs to be. Cause it's been down for a while, so it's time.
Damn, Hugs was still here in 2004.
Was he? That might have been towards the end. But, hey. But that's what I'm saying. Like, you want a guy that's going to... That's what I'm saying. That's why it was so important that so many players and so many people came out to come see him at his press conference today because, you know what I'm saying, we trying to keep the legacy intact. Like, we actually, when we were young, we grew up in the in the golden era of UC football about basketball. So it's like we've been
Kenny
that.
Martin,
That's what I'm saying.
Dave Levitt. What was that? What was the dude's
Steve
name?
Logan, Mel Levis. I mean,
Mel Levis.
Nick Van Exel, Corey Blunt.
Mel Levis was from Cleveland, right? And I swear, listen, I'm telling you, this is a fact. I got pictures. We got pictures. We was playing basketball with this nigga. He went to school with my cousins. So when he came to UC, he was like, "Man, y'all know my boy Mel, my boy Mel." You know what I'm saying? This nigga was dunking and shit in my grandpa's backyard, man. I remember this nigga. But yeah, Mel. Yeah, we did grow up in the golden era of UC basketball. That's when UC was known as a basketball team before football was. Football was not a thing back then. Right.
It was, but basketball was more popular, and then football eventually caught up to it in time. But yeah, but basketball's what. Growing up, that's what I used to watch the college basketball team. I wasn't in the college football
I
team
remember
yet.
vividly.
I wasn't in the college football yet.
And another thing about Cincinnati that we haven't been doing that we starting to do now is to be more like this is a Cincinnati guy. This is a UC guy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I used to always and you know what I'm saying, everybody who hate on Michigan, I used to love that about Michigan. They used to be like, man, this is a Michigan guy. You know what I'm saying? They used to make sure they got Michigan hires. Like, you know what I'm saying? This dude, we're here. He's an alumni. That's what the fuck they want. They want Michigan guys running Michigan shit. They hire what's my man's from the Fab Five as the coach? Juwan Howard. I was like, yeah, look at that shit, bro. I mean, don't get me wrong. He was a straight Michigan dude for real because he was trying to fight motherfuckers.
But you're right. Michigan.
I always love that about
Michigan hires Michigan guys.
Exactly. So I'm glad that we started to take on that tradition too of hiring, you know what I'm saying, Cincinnati guys and shit. Like, I mean, so.
And we did it before with the last few coaches because Mick was a Cincinnati guy. You know what I'm saying? Before it was time for Mick to go.
Oh yeah, Mick.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like we had a few.
I like Mick Cronin. Even though it was time for him to go though. Because he might be done coaching too, right? UCLA.
I don't know.
No, I've seen some shit with him on the internet. But anyway, it's the internet. It don't matter.
Right. But nah, man, that's crazy.
Yeah.
What else you got, man?
I think that's about it for now, man. We might be done for today.
Hey, man, listen. I'm ready. Like, we get another weekend here. We come back. There's gonna be a lot of stuff going down. Cause we'll still have. I'll get a chance to catch up on college basketball.
One thing I did see, cause I was watching or I was listening to the Dan Orlowskis and shit, and they was talking about how Dallas still trying to get Max Crosby and shit. They saying like it's basically expected across the league that Max gonna be on the move. Like the Raiders ain't gonna keep him. So is there still a chance? Like, and even if there is a chance, do you think that we need or we even? I mean, I know Jamar and T want this nigga on the team. Do you think that we even is there even like a stone's throw of a chance out there for us to get Max Crosby?
I don't think so. Only because the Bengals are the Bengals. They do shit a certain way, and it don't seem like that would be something they would do. They find more value in the picks than getting Max Crosby.
I mean,
you notice
maybe I've been indoctrinated by the Bengals because I feel the same way. I'm like, well, yeah.
You want the young guy?
I mean, come on.
Yeah, a young instant starter.
It's
gonna cost you two draft picks, but you gotta hit the picks though. But I mean, if that's me to a T too. I'd rather have the picks. I mean, and the Ravens did too.
I ain't too confident in the draft board.
We don't trade up in the draft for real.
Man.
Like it's a lot of that, but that's cool because they believe in holding their value where it's at, or they'll trade down every once in a while and get some more picks, which I'm cool with that too because you can use as many good players as you get this draft. So if they do that, as long as you're getting good players, that's all that matters as far as the draft goes. As far as I'm concerned, as long as you're getting players that can contribute, then you're having a good draft. The Super Bowl champion Seahawks, that's a lot of players that they drafted on that team. That's what happens when you hit them picks like they did for those couple of years. That's when you really start cooking. You know what I'm saying? And we a team like I said before, we're dependent on that. Like the Bengals are a team that has to hit the draft every year. Like we have to because we need as much youth as we can get. We don't like to keep players past their 30 for real, unless you're extraordinary. So it's like they've always been dependent on hitting the draft and having that youth movement and being good. Back when Andy Dalton was here, we was hitting every draft. You know what I'm saying? So just a little food for thought. Hey, that's another part of the importance of this offseason. They gotta hit this draft. Like they gotta hit it and get like 3 or 4 starters out this draft. If they get 3 or 4 starters, we'll go to the Super Bowl. That's a fact.
Well, let's see. Well, we'll see you guys on the next episode. We ain't started the scheduled shows yet. We just gonna get on here when we get on here, man. I hope y'all enjoy. If you ain't subscribed to this channel, go ahead and hit that sub.
You know what to do.
And like and all that good shit. And catch you motherfuckers on the next one.
Yes, sir.
Peace.